quick intro, the RevX electric motorcycle. We'll try answer as much as I can, as I remember to answer, okay? It's an electric motorcycle because I have no pedals, no electric bike, nothing, no pedals, electric motorcycle. Alright, got it? Good. 55 kilos with the heavy wheels, the rear 16-inch by 100, the front is 19 by 70. We choose that because just more traction, plenty of power, so we need traction, so that's why heavy wheels in this version. The battery 54 volts, 55 amp hours, 2 hours heavy riding, 50 kilos in say going around mountains. Nobody rides it on the road, so we don't know how far it would go, but if you want to go from city to city by a Tesla, this is to go in the mountains and get tired in 1 hour. So that's the purpose of this thing. Get out in the morning at 7, go through the city without waking people up, and do your stuff, and then go home and go back to work, right? And do the same thing when you get home from work. 1 hour exercise every day without anybody knowing what you're doing. That's what is it for. And on the weekends you can do it any hour you want. Got it? Alright, so suspension. 17 centimeters back, 20 in the front. Front is Dorado. Rear shock is from Elka. Thank you, Elka. We love you. The best stuff ever. Best people. They're from Canada. The frame. Boom. It's all aluminum. Light. I don't know, 5 kilos the whole thing. 7020 series of aluminum. It's the best, toughest stuff around. The best. Nothing better, okay? There's no better aluminum than this. Period. I'm doing this for 30 years, so I know. If you know better, let me know, but there isn't. Alright. Got that straight out. Bearings everywhere. Big bearings from Japan. The best stuff. Nothing, no play, no slack, nothing. Perfect. Stiff like hell. When you're riding, no waving, no blah blah blah. It's just going straight, stiff like hell. Nothing to break off, nothing to wear out. Low maintenance. That's why we want it. Important part, motor. How much power? Plenty. More than you want. Period. If you ride it and you come back and saying, well, there's no more enough power, then I don't know. Not possible. It's light, small, it's nimble, and this is perfect motor for it. It's light and fits very well, gets good balance and all that stuff. Nothing clunky, heavy, ugly. This is perfect. Any special about the motor? Yeah, it's air cooled. Rips. No. It's hollow shaft. Patented, if anybody curious. Aluminum, hollow. Cools off the magnets because neodymium is up to 80 degrees Celsius, most of it. This is 150 degrees Celsius, neodymium, the best stuff you can get today. But still, you need to cool it off, because you cannot cool it off. Why? Most motors are stuck inside the case. No air going to it. It's just stuck and it burns, demagnetized. Small motor, lots of power, lots of heat. If you don't get rid of it, done. Right, this is solution. And it works very good. Just quick explaining how well it works. You go 1 kilometer up to ski lift, 50 kilos an hour, 110 kilos guy on it, and up top of the hill, 50 Celsius on a motor. That's it. Efficient, perfect, best. There's no better motor than this on the planet today. No. It's not. If you find one, then show it to me. Nothing. And if I'm saying 16 kilowatt that comes out of it, it comes out of it for a short period of time. How long? Probably a minute or two. But I'm on top of the freaking ski lift in 1 minute or 2 minutes. Alright? So, it's a good motor. Nothing better. Copper in it is up to 250 degrees. The magnets are up to 150 degrees. The highest strain that you can get today. And light, of course, nothing. Okay. Weighs nothing. And just works like charm. Everything is dirty. We were testing the whole week, so it's dirty. I want to just talk about it a little bit because I'm working on so many things at this time, so it's all in my head. So that's about motor. What's this? Primary, secondary gearing. Why? Primary makes your rear sprocket small. You don't have to have it this big. See? You have it nice, tiny, small sprocket, small chain, lighter, everything. Why is here? Well, because it's a, the same axle as the swing arm. See? It moves, the whole thing moves around this axle. Why? Because no chain slack. Always the same tension through the whole 17 centimeters travel. No need for chain tensioner. Good. Anything else about this? Well, how do you change the gearings on the bike? You don't have to take the wheel off, you don't have to take the sprocket off, you don't have to break the chain, you don't have to take all the bolts and nuts from the sprocket, replace the sprocket, replace the chain, put it all back in, you put the chain on, put it back together, I guess. No. You do this. You want to go climb hills, you put this one in. See, 5 minutes. You want to go fast riding, put small one. Big one, small one, big one, small one. Put a chain and all that. But 5 minutes. No, you don't have to hustle with anything. It's perfect. See? Light. You can have 20 of them with a tooth different from each other to find the best gearing. My foot. So that's why it's this part here. Foot pegs, front, back, wherever you want. Trial, hill climb. You will find the perfect position for you when you need it. It's good. Not many offer this. Probably nobody. But you can do it on this one. Guarantee you that you will find a sweet spot when you will get on a bike and you grab the handlebars and you start riding. You will say, wow, this is perfect. And that's because of this and some other stuff too, but also the position. Everybody knows position of the foot is important, and that's why it's here. Do it the way you want it. Suspension, Elka, thank you, Elka again. Funny stuff around this, all this different design of the suspension. Why? Because we have cam. See? If I want to change, if I change from 70 kilos to 100 kilo guy or the other way around, change the cam. You don't compress the spring, you don't replace the spring or anything. Change the cam. You don't have to pre-compress the spring, you leave it open so you get some feather at the beginning and you adjust it by different cam. See? Brilliant. It's perfect. That's how you should do it. You have soft feather ride with the same spring. You don't play with this. You play with this. You accomplish. You just get a different version. Do it yourself if you want to. It's simple. It's just a piece of metal. So if you're handy, then you do it. See? It's perfect. Why is this? So many holes. Why is that? Changes the angle of the shock. Going down here, going up here, down here, up here. Here, more you push the bike down, the tougher the spring pushes back. That means you won't bottom out. You have feather, and then goes tougher, 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 and then hard. Then you bottom maybe. That's why it's this hole. Why is this hole? You change the angle again, you have feather all the way around. The whole travel is the same. You push 50 kilos down all the way to the bottom of the spring. The same. You understand? So you ride over bumps, just goes the whole travel the same, just in a feather, just smooth ride. If you want to go hardcore, big jumps, stuff like that, go up here, because then you get the tougher feel of the spring when it compresses. Good stuff. You do it the way you want it. We don't preset anything. We don't make you think, well, this is the best way to do it. No, this is, you play with this and all that stuff. Play, you do it your way. Play foot pegs and all this. Quickly. Why is this? Why are these two holes? Maybe, you know, what they make, what difference they make. You go from here to here, you change the height of this up 10 centimeters. When I go over logs, you go from here to here. See, you want to go smooth ride, go from here to here, and you lower the back 10 centimeters. And everything between. So you play with all these adjustments to make it perfect for you, the way you want it. Guarantee you that one day you will get on the bike and you will say, wow, this is just perfect. This is because of all this stuff. Because you can change it the way you want it. If you change the front wheel, different size, it changes the head angle. You compensate here. See? You compensate. You don't end up with steep head angle because you change the wheel size. You compensate with that. So you always have the same head angle. You change the height a little bit, but important is to have good steering all the time. And of course, if you like it this way or that way, just change the steer angle because you want to have it slower or faster, then you can do it your way. No problem. See? Battery. You can replace it quick, 5 minutes, put new one in. No quick release or anything like that, just 4 bolts. Good old bolts. See, that suspension, battery, all that, foot pegs. Sensors. System run sensors or sensorless. If you rip this off or they break or something, you don't get stuck. It automatically switches into sensorless mode and you keep going. You won't find any difference. Just minor improvement with the sensors for a low torque, low RPM torque. Bearings everywhere, big bearings, two bearings on the other side, bearings on the cam, lots of bearings, two bearings over there, 2 bearings in a hub on a sprocket side, 1 bearing on the other one. Seal ready, you can seal it, you can put external seal to have it waterproof. So if you're planning running in the water, if you wanted to, then you do it. Electronics, 350 amps, 54 volts. The best one in the whole world. If there's anything better, well, let me know, but there isn't. The best stuff ever. Smallest, lightest, perfect. No seat. Low stand over, the way I like it. Everybody switch to no seat eventually because it's better. It's a trick bike. Nice thing. Gas. Yeah. Brake. It goes brakes. See? Proportional. Twist little, brakes little. Twist more, brakes more. If you want to lock the back wheel, then you can do it with the Regen Braking. No problem. Saves the brake pads, discs, and all that stuff. Regen, the battery. See? You don't have to push the bike for kilometers because you regenerated. You're helping the nature again. Kidding. That's it. I think those are the most important features. Electronics. Quick. See? Hubs. Big bearings. See? Why is it not focused? Good. Rear hub. front hub. See? 7020 aluminum. Oh, the sweetest thing. No friction bearings. See, it spins with no friction. See, miracle. Try find one like this. You won't. Why is low friction? Because normal bearings generate more temperature than the motor itself, and you have to cool off the bearings. That's why you have special, freaking expensive, no friction bearings. See, so many things that are so simple and complicated at the same time. You don't build this thing in one day. It just takes forever to test it and make it perfect. And this is close to perfect. If you don't like it, fine. But if you feel like having something like this, this is, I mean, you come and write it and you're taking it with you back. Or if you don't, then you'll be sorry and sad that you don't have it. That's it. Goodbye. Good night. Bye-bye. Welcome to Dios.